Prescott Van Meyer III, sommelier from home. In today's episode, we'll be reviewing Hungry Man's roasted carved white meat turkey dinner. That's right, it's our special Thanksgiving episode, and I have so much to be thankful for. Starting with this meal from Hungry Man, because I am indeed a hungry man. Ooh, mouth is watering just at the thought of this gravy and turkey entering my gullet. You might be thinking to yourself, oh, is this another sponsored episode? It is not. I'm just malnourished and ready for a big meal. And this meal has 16 grams of protein, so. Now, before we get into the episode, you might be asking yourself also, what happened in Dean's house? I think we covered that in previous episodes. So if you're confused, seems like you're not up to date on PV3's life journey. But we're here at Dalton's parents' house. They are unaware that I'm here, but they're on vacation and none the wiser. For those of you who are still confused, Dalton is the young college correspondent who's been helping me out with my new snack channel. You could call Dalton my new assistant, or really it's an unpaid internship. Well, it's unpaid, and I do owe him a little bit of money. I had to borrow some bus fare the other day. Anyways, he keeps asking me to talk to his professors about credit. I don't know what he thinks I'll be able to do, but he thinks this is some sort of training, which is good. It is a training, Dalton, and you're gonna learn a lot helping me out with this channel. And I'm thankful for Dalton. But getting back to this, we're gonna be doing Hungry Man's roasted carved white meat turkey dinner. All white meat. I'm sure it's plucked straight from the turkey's breast. Sliced right down the middle. So it says on the back here, it's a complete meal that satisfies with apple cranberry compote, all right, and some crisp vegetables. I don't know any vegetables that can be microwaved for 8 minutes and remain crisp, but if you can pull that off, Hungry Man, hats off to you. There's also savory mashed potatoes and the sliced white meat turkey, all smothered in their signature gravy, topped on a bed of stuffing. Now you might be asking, for this holiday, doesn't Prescott have any family to go to? Well, that's besides the point, and you're asking a lot of questions. So maybe stop with all the question asking and just sit back and enjoy the episode. And yes, I will share a drink or 2 or 3 with Aunt Karen around the holiday season, or maybe tonight. I'm gonna see if she answered my text. It's a new phone number. I had to use Dalton's phone number to text her. So hopefully she reads it and doesn't just immediately block it, because you can't text from a landline. I tried. Hungry Man. You know, this takes me back, because after Dad left and Mom wasn't cooking too much in the kitchen anymore, Hungry Man became a father figure to me. Hungry Man would always be there at my wrestling matches in middle school. Hungry Man went with me to school every day. A little weird to ask the teachers to microwave your lunch every day at school, but thank you, Mrs. Christie, for always watching my back. The few times I did have to eat it semi-thawed, as the microwave wasn't available. On the days that Mr. Thigpen was microwaving his salmon. You know, in 7th grade, when my dad didn't show up for career day, Hungry Man did. I know some people used to eat these in college, like they would eat ramen going through sommelier school. Obviously, I was already past that. Having my browned garlic escargot, my beef bolognese, and now I'm back to Hungry Man. So this is gonna be an interesting episode because you're actually gonna watch me do some cooking, by which I mean microwaving this Hungry Man. So let's get to it. Boy, this is making my mouth water just looking at it. That's gonna be delicious. All right, well, I already know the instructions, but for those of you who don't know, you actually take it off the compote, you poke little holes in the turkey, you microwave it for 5 minutes, stir it around, then you microwave it for another 3.5 until it's just perfect. Dalton mentioned I shouldn't touch any of the cutlery in his parents' house, but of course we're trying to go for a real Hungry Man experience here. We're using some disposable plastic silverware. I'll do. I mean, who would you trust making your apple cranberry compote more than Hungry Man? And into the microwave it goes. Stir the potato. Oops. Move the turkey. Yeah, move that around. Yum. Oh boy, just great. I can already smell that Thanksgiving goodness. All right, that is steamy hot. Like I'm in a sauna. A turkey gravy sauna. Well, let's dig in. We'll get some gravy in with these savory mashed potatoes right there. Very hot, folks, so be careful. Those are some sticky mashed potatoes. I am thankful for the sodium in these mashed potatoes. Need those electrolytes. You know how on Thanksgiving, family members would always bring over different sides? It was always Bianca, Chadwick's ex-wife, who would bring over the mashed potatoes. And these taste about the same. Good thing about Hungry Man is you don't really care what those potatoes look like before they used it, because they just show up white and creamy in your little meal here. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they did not use Yukon Gold. All right, let's try this stuffing. Well, that is a chewy stuffing. Cardboard would be a compliment. I wish it tasted like cardboard. I would pair this with the material you use to fill in holes in the wall. You know, I used to look down at boxed stuffing mixes that you would make at home, but right now, those are looking pretty good. I'd even give them a Michelin star. All right, let's try these crisp vegetables and see how accurate that descriptor is. Corn is passable. Those are not crisp carrots, but I'm thankful for that. If by crisp they mean mushy, then they are very much correct. Perhaps they're describing them when they're frozen, because a frozen vegetable is certainly a crisp vegetable. Speaking of heat, you're gonna get different heat temperatures throughout this meal, so make sure you stir a lot and test the food first. I mean, the vegetables are done. The turkey is very much done. The apple cranberry compote was still bubbling when I took it out. I don't know if that was from the heat or a chemical reaction happening in the dessert, but I guess we're gonna find out. I mean, 8 minutes in a microwave, that's a long time. I can alter things down to its atomic state. I don't know what I might evolve into. We've all seen The Fly, and I don't know if I'd want that on anyone. Certainly not myself. But we're committed to this, so let's try this 8-minute microwaved turkey. Just gonna get some gravy on it. I really wanted to use the spittoon for a second, but I'm not gonna do it. Well, I'm sure they don't want their turkey to be described as leathery, but I'm out of adjectives. Oh, that's hard going down. I think it's still right here. I'll be honest, texture wasn't quite as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but that's a lot of salt and a lot of flavor. In a surprising twist, I'm no longer hungry, and I'm not even finished. What would I pair this with? Maybe it pairs really well with your stepsister's new boyfriend. I remember Catherine, or Kat we would call her, bringing a new specimen every year. Was this one gonna have an ankle bracelet? Was this one gonna have a court-ordered breathalyzer in his car? Was this one gonna be arrested in the middle of dinner for multiple parole violations? Or was it Paul? Perfectly normal man, but we knew he didn't stand a chance. He didn't have that edge that Kat needed. What a treat. And her dinner rolls were fantastic. You may be surprised I'm talking about my stepsister for the first time. She's in and out of the family. We keep in touch a little bit. We say hello every now and then when she sneaks back into the county. It's a long story. Let's just say JCPenney retail stores really want to know her whereabouts. When they say prosecute to the fullest extent of the law, they mean it. South Dakota would light her up like a Christmas tree. Starting to feel like I want some dessert. Let's try this apple cranberry compote. Not to be confused with compost. Or maybe. So this gooey gelatinous mess, I suppose you just eat. I think you can put this on the turkey, but I really don't want to have any more of that. So let's just try it. Feels like they use the cores of the apple in the recipe. Those are some chewy pieces of apple. And they microwaved for a very long time. So that's confusing. Actually, cooking apple seeds is highly toxic. So more toxic than cats' relationships. Yet somehow less toxic than Malort. I don't see any reason to eat this again, but out of deep love for PV3 Nation. I can't swallow it. I'm so sorry, Spittoon. Really saved me that time. Wow, saw my life flashing before my eyes. Well, for my rating, I think it's unfair to group this all together since each part is individualized. So let me just give you my ranking. I think what I liked least was, well, the turkey. Second least was this compote sludge. Vegetables came in third place. And stuffing, oddly enough, well, that was second place, leaving my favorite, the mashed potatoes. Tough to mess up a root vegetable. So I'll go ahead and rate the mashed potatoes, which were my favorite, as an 8. And that's a scale of 0 to 100. Now you might be thinking to yourself, is Prescott really gonna be alone for Thanksgiving? You know, don't worry about me. I'm great. Worry about yourself and being thankful for you and your loved ones. And it's a really nice tradition this time of year to list what you're thankful for. Well, I'm very thankful for you. I'm very thankful for alcohol. Why don't you tell me what you're thankful for in the comments and we'll have a virtual Thanksgiving together. And if you want, go buy that Hungry Man carved sliced white meat turkey dinner.